Hello, it's Adair Palmer here, and I'm coming to you for the Friday morning Facebook fix on in my group, Social Media for Small Biz Owners. This is the third one we've done on a Friday morning. I did a poll in the group about a month ago, and I asked people when would they like to have the Friday morning fix, or what actually wasn't called a Friday morning fix then. Back then it was actually just a poll saying what day and time would people prefer if I did something live in the group. What time would they prefer? Everybody, there was many people suggested Friday morning was good for them. So here I am on the third episode of the Friday morning Facebook fix. And again, sorry, I haven't turned off my notifications, so there might be a few little interruptions. Hey Fiona, you made it, yay. No playing catch up this time, right? Okay. So what I'd like to suggest is, if you have questions, any questions at all, just write them in the comments. I've got some stuff that I want to share with you today about making your customer the hero of your story. The reason I want to talk about this topic today is because I've been involved with network marketing for quite some time, and what I'm finding is that a lot of people are making themselves the hero of their story. But even outside of network marketing, even as other small businesses, it's all about me. And really, who we're reaching out to, we actually want to make it about you. So what I thought today is I'll put together my top 5 things that you can do to make your customer or your potential customer the hero of your story. So, and I think what we're mostly used to doing is brands, and we get taught this stuff. We have to brand ourselves. We have to be branding ourselves and our products, and promoting our products, and getting in people's faces. But with social media, it's not about that at all. And Theoni's going, yes, we've been talking about this exactly with her tribe. Go Theoni. The more I was going to say evangelists we get onto this bandwagon, the better, the merrier. And I think because it actually makes for a really nice environment to hang out on social media with people who are making you feel special if you're their customer, and people that are and if you're actually contributing to making other people feel like they're the hero of your story, but more importantly, the hero of their own story. So social media is the best platform. It's like we're uncharted waters here, folks. We've got a two-way street. We've got opportunity to really connect and create meaningful relationships with people. And to do that, I'm going to share with you 5 ways to make your customer your hero. Now, I've actually got here, it says my connection's weak, and what I'm imagining is it may be a bit pixelated, but you should be able to hear the audio okay. What I've got here is my neatly typed out notes, because we all know that's a lie, they're just handwritten. But I will type these up into a blog a bit later on, and I'm going to put these I'm sending them out as my email, my weekly. I thank you, Theoni. Cool that you can hear perfectly. That's most important because you're only looking at me, so the audio is most important. So I will be putting this on in my weekly email blast out, but I'm also going to put it on my member hub in the free blog section, and you'll get a link to that as well with the notes neatly typed up. Okay, so here we go. Point 1, this is one way, the first way you can make your customer your hero, and I will refer to my notes. What I do is when I work with people, I always ask them to make sure their avatar, or I call it the alter ego, because I'm usually, my perfect customer, or the person that I'm wanting to connect with, is a previous version of me. So, and this is for both my hypnotherapy NLP practice and also for my social media for small biz owners. So it just works perfectly. So if I refer to it as an alter ego, it is actually a previous version of me. Some people don't connect with that they have customers, or their market, the avatar or the person that they are looking to have as their customer or their client isn't a previous version of themselves. So they might just call it their avatar or their marketing persona or their target audience. But my main point here is, whatever you call it, her, him, make it a singular person. Now, this is a really interesting concept that a lot of people have trouble getting their head around, because they go, hello Gracie, great to see you here. People think that my market is everybody, but your message is going to get lost if you aren't absolutely, hey, Steve's here too. Steve's in the house. Hey, Steve. Your message is actually going to get lost if you don't have one specific person to give to provide your message to. Now, what I mean by that is a 20-year-old woman. So I'm a distributor for a health and wellness company, and if in my let's use the hypnotherapy. Okay, I'm looking at helping a 45-year-old male give up smoking, and that's how I'm pitching my message, because that's my target audience. That message would be very different from my avatar or my alter ego, who is a person from community services or nursing or some service-related industry that's actually wanting to develop their confidence in a whole range of different areas, because they've been, and a female as well, and they're 45 years old. So your message would be completely different to that person as they would to a male who with a different need or a different pain point. So what I'm suggesting is work out who. Now, less than 1% of entrepreneurs actually bother to sit down and go through the exercise. It is actually quite a long-winded exercise that I have got developed, and I'm releasing a template that's going to be on the Member Hub. Thank you. Is that Anita? Hey, Anita. So on the Member Hub, I will have a template there that you can actually walk through, and it is quite extensive. But for now, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to flip the screen around. No kidding. Theoni, no kidding. Yes, we've done it, haven't we? And we've probably got more work to do on it. Here I am trying to poke the screen. Oh my God. Yeah, get with the programmer there. Okay, so if you go into the file section of the group that you're in now, the social media for small business owners group, scroll down to where's a good one? It's here. I promise you it's here. There we go. Personas for marketing plans. I've got one there that's for non-profits, but it's actually a really quick template that you can do. I went through that. I've been through it with a couple of you that are on the call this morning. Here's one that I've actually done for, I've got my template. I can actually show you. So you can download it directly from here. The template itself comes from HubSpot. It's just taking its time, and it's on the other screen. So just bear with me for one moment. Oh my God, I'm going to have to talk really quick through the rest. Maybe I won't show you. Maybe I'll just get you to. Okay, hang on. Here it is. Here's the other screen. I've got some already filled in, so it's a fairly simple sections, and they ask you questions. What you want to do is focus on their challenges and their goals, and once you've worked out who they are, and then what objections they might have, and what solutions that you might have to their challenges and goals. But you can see there's some here that I've already filled in. This one is the yellow one is my hypnotherapy client that I've done. I've done a bit more work on that I've done a bit more work on that in the meantime. That was a basic one. That's actually available right now in the file section in the group. Download that, have a look through. If you have any problems with it, pop a question in the group about how to answer it, because as a group, then we can actually explore and get to know how it is that's going to, that this stuff's going to benefit us, and how we can actually create our own marketing persona. All right. Number 2, let's learn about their BS. That's backstory, by the way. Understand what makes them tick, why they do, what their pain points are, what their challenges are. Now, if you go, oh, look, I don't know how to do that. Once you've got your avatar or your alter ego, stalk them on Facebook. You get an idea of the sorts of things that you can, like the places that they'll go once you go through this process. So you've got a specific person in mind. You've got a specific place on Facebook. I'm not suggesting that you just scroll through the news feed and let it come to you, but you go to them. You can go and have a look at people's profiles. You can have a look at their interests. You can have a look at the groups that they're part of. You can actually get a lot of information about a person without even connecting with them. And if they fit your avatar or your alter ego, you can actually find out a little bit about their backstory. You can make some educated guesses, but one of the really clever ways that you can do it is to listen to them. So if their profile's public and they're making some public status updates, or even if they're friends with you and you can go and have a look at their profile, you can see the kind of language that they're using. So you're listening with your eyes. You're actually listening to their status updates. You're making notes of the things that are bothering them, because on Facebook, let's face it, people do say a lot about what pisses them off. They also celebrate the good stuff, but you will find that there is a wealth of information. So understanding their backstory, and with a little bit of detective work, not a lot, a little bit of detective work, you too can get a really good grasp on what their BS is. That's backstory, by the way. And you can then start to craft your message around what it is that's important to them, to make them the hero, not you. Number 3, find the common enemy. Now, this is interesting because when you have a common enemy, you've got a connection point. Now, this is probably not as serious as what it sounds, but when you have the understanding of their backstory, you really do get an understanding of what the common enemy is. Now, we've all been, oh man, sorry. I'm really going to have to work out how to turn off notifications while I'm doing Facebook Live, but that's for next week. And I say that every week too, by the way. It's part of my intention to work towards excellence and not be perfect straight away. I hope you get that and appreciate it. So the common enemy. Now, this could be because we've all experienced trials and tribulations that have brought us to where we are, has brought us to being in business, and it's brought us to a point where we know that we want to help other people. And so how we do that is by doing the listening, and looking at them, like I've said in the other 2 points, 1 and 2. But finding the common enemy, we can connect on a space where most of us at some point or another have had limited resources, and that might be limited time, or not working time as best we can. It might be our pain points might be that we have got no financial resources, or limited financial resources, which is also a common enemy with a lot of our clients or potential clients or customers. We could be living in fear or pain. Now, with my NLP and hypnotherapy clients, there's a lot of all of that wound up in that. So the common thing, and I've been through it myself and I still go through it from time to time, is having limited, a lack of resources. Actually, it's more a lack of resourcefulness than a lack of resources, but there's also that limiting beliefs that do help us or hinder us and hamper us, which would be the common enemy amongst every single person on Facebook, unless you're the Dalai Lama, perhaps. they might be passing up opportunities. That might be a common enemy. But what you can do is use the common enemy to show them that you are understanding what their position is. So you've been there, or you're going through it, and it aligns you with that customer, and it actually you're sort of like what is Stephen Covey. He goes, I think it's one of his 7 habits. He has 7 habits for highly effective people. And one of them is first seek to understand, then to be understood. So this is really, really important in terms of understanding what it is your customer is feeling. What are their pain points? What are their challenges? What do they want to see as a great outcome and a great future for themselves? Number 4. Give them a reason. What is their why? Hello, Gracie. How are you? I think I said hello to you. And hi, Jan and Uzla. I see you guys are watching as well. So 4, give them a reason. What is their why? Some people aren't quite sure about their why. So they've just got this sort of vague feeling that, something's not quite right, and they're looking and they're not quite sure what they're looking for. So if you're making your customer the hero of your story, they want to know that you have the belief that they have the power within themselves to overcome whatever challenges that they're facing. And that could be even as simple as finding the right face cream that's going to help them, give them a bit more confidence to feel a bit, a bit more camera ready when they go on to, do Facebook Live. Oh, hang on, that's me I'm talking about. Your job here is to offer them hope. So actually, I just did the cardinal sin, didn't I? Yes, did you see what I did there? And your job is to offer them hope. Your job is to offer them empowerment, encouragement, and help walk with them while they learn and grow. And I think really important thing too is to learn to be like their accountability partner, but not their boss, but accountability partner. So making it all about them, making it all about the customer. Now, number 5 is, I think is really an important thing is, actually that was number 5, helping them to commit to action. I can't read my own scribble. It'll be better once I typed it up. Number 5 is to help them to commit to action. And once you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 in place, what you'll find is number 5 actually flows really, really easily. But being there while they're learning and growing, and being their accountability partner, and that's that regular connection, and that's actually putting them up and making them feel validated as well. And I think it's because and it's more than just saying, hey, my product's the best, or my service is the best and it's better than theirs, and look at all the competition and blah, blah, blah. Forget about all that. Focus on your customer. These 5 ways that you can use to make your customer or your potential customer or client the hero of your story. Okay, so that's going to be, I'll be writing that up. What do we got? A few minutes left. If you have any questions about that, please type them up and I'll answer them if I can on the spot. We've got a few minutes left, so I'm happy to answer questions if I can. And any questions, even if they're not related to today's topic, or even if you had topics that you want me to talk about in coming weeks, I'm more than happy to do that as well. So what I might do actually is do another poll on this group, and I'll be asking people for what sort of topics that they would like, and I'd like it to be sort of pretty specific, because getting more leads or getting more clients on Facebook is like, how long is that piece of string? This is one way that you can get more clients and happier clients and more satisfied clients, and build your tribe of, now what do Nat Denman and Francesca Moy call them, your tribe of raving fans. So, but you've got to rave about them. You see them as fans. They're your fans first, and then it's reciprocated. So that's that's one thing that I really can't stress enough. Okay, a couple of other things I wanted to share with you are that I think there are 3 types of customers. There possibly are more, but I've identified 3 that I've noticed in my time here on Facebook, using Facebook as a successful ground to gain customers in both my hypnotherapy NLP service and also my social media for small business owners program. So I've noticed that there are 3 types of customers. Now, the first type of customer is ones who will connect on I think, perhaps a bit of a superficial level. They grab your freebies or pick your brains and then disappear. Alex is saying he can't hear me and the video has stopped. Okay, so from my end, it did say the connection's weak, Alex. Can anybody else? It looks like it's okay again from my end. Is anyone saying, can I have a thumbs up from someone if you can still hear me? Because I can't see. Okay, thank you, Theone. Alex, I'm hoping that you can come back online. It does say, thank you, Jan. Yep, all good here. Cool. All right, so Alex, it may possibly be at your end. I don't know. It does say that my connection is weak, so it may be a bit pixelated, but I'm sure you'll be able to hear the audio. So I'm not sure, Alex, what problems that you're having there. Let's just hope that they resolve themselves and you get your net back up and running. All right, so back to the 3 types of customers. Ones who connected a super, and my neatly typewritten notes, not. The ones who connect at a superficial level, they grab your freebies and or pick your brains and then disappear until the next time they want something from you. Number 2, the second type of customers is those who take advantage of your freebies. They pick your brains, but they also offer something of value back. And these are usually the ones that I get to work most with, because they're I just really enjoy helping people, and it just comes back naturally and automatically. The premium type customer, and I have got a couple of them actually hooked in here today, and I'm really appreciative of that. But these are the ones who immerse themselves in your freebies. They help you unpack your marvelous mind and create better ideas in any areas to help serve them better. They're prepared to pay for your services because they know they're going to get far more return on their investment if they do. They also become great friends and colleagues in the process, and more often than not, you end up trading services with them, so everybody wins. It's ultimately, those are the type of customers that I would love to have. However, what I'd like to say that we keep in mind is that every single customer we have, regardless of the type, is important to you. Make every customer your hero. And I want you to think about this too. I want you to position yourself as their guide. Okay, not as the hero. Position yourself as the guide for the customer, which means that you're walking alongside of them and making them feel good about themselves, understanding their pain points, providing solutions, but you're their guide, and you're not the hero of this story. They are. Every single step of the way, I want you to celebrate the small and the big wins for both yourself and the customer. And I also want you to think about recognizing how far you helping your customer recognize how far they've actually come. And I think that's a really important step, because what we often do is go, I've only got, I remember I had a hypnotherapy client followed up with about 2 weeks, because we do have accountability and follow up. And one of the earlier clients I had, and she was doing a donate the kilos to the universe, and I contacted her in week 2 and said, just checking in, your accountability partner here, and she goes, Yeah, I think I did okay. I only lost 5 kilos, and I'm going, what? At the end of week 2, she'd managed to donate 5 kilos to the universe, but she actually didn't see it as an achievement. So helping your customer to celebrate whatever wins they have and recognize how far they've come is massive, and or even doing it ourselves as we go along the way, because that's, I think, a really critical thing that we often overlook is if we could just make life one big party and make it fun for yourself as well as making it fun for your customer, then it all becomes light and easy. It's not an effort. But on that note, I'll stop the sermon. I'm just going to wind up by just reminding you to have a look at the marketing persona in the files section in the Facebook group, the one that we're in now, and do your marketing. It's called marketing persona because it is a template from HubSpot. I will be uploading into the member hub that my own template, which is a lot more extensive. I've been trialing on a couple of clients I have already, and it really goes a long way to get anchored in your mind what it is that you're needing to do and to understand to get the right marketing message out there. And if you can overlay having your customer or client as the hero of your story, then I don't think you can go wrong. On that note, it's time to sign off. Thank you so much for joining me. I'd love it if you'd like to share this information with your friends and get as many people as you can to come along on Friday mornings, or relevant people, because your grandmother probably doesn't want to hook into this stuff unless she's running a business online. We'll just get this party going every Friday, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for Super Saturday. All right, enjoy your weekend, folks. Bye for now.